Hey everybody, Cedarville 75 with Midnight the Ferocious Sissy coming to you from the swamp pit. It's been a while since good Lord Almighty, this stupid light. It's been a while since I did a video of any sort, so I just wanted to do a video, to get something posted, seeing I've been inactive for a while, but I was working on a NASCAR build, Kenny Schrader's Sonny King Ford number 90 Rookie of the Year model for Little Joe Thompson of Back Bay Scale Customs and the band Knuckle Deep for his vintage NASCAR diorama he's putting in his bar room. And it went south real quick. It got sour and I messed up hardcore on the paint job. So I threw it in the purple pond and said, that's it, putting it aside. This is supposed to be a high for me on life, so when the kit gets no fun anymore, it wasn't any fault of the kits. It was all user error on my part. I don't want you to think I'm being a rivet counter, because I'm far from a rivet counter. That was all user error in my painting techniques, and the color that I used was totally wrong. So, purple pond it went. That's sorry for my inactivity. That's why I've been inactive. Kind of put me in a funk being bipolar, and I said to hell with it. So most of this video, sorry for the off-centerness, but this light, I have to block the light with my head. Have my list of stuff I want to talk about here, but the main reason for this video, other than my inactivity, is a video response for a question asked by Aaron Newlands. Why do you model? I'm going to be honest with you, Aaron, and answer this to the best of my ability, and I'm not looking for a pity party, so please don't think that by any means. I'm just honestly answering from my heart why I model. It all started off November of 1990, my senior year in high school. Was in an auto accident. Suffered pericarditis. Punctured the heart. There's a sac that surrounds your heart. I punctured the heart, fluid collected and smothered the heart, died twice, was revived both times. Affects everybody differently. I had tissue damage of the brain. It affects everybody differently. It affected my temperament. Diagnosed with bipolar, diagnosed with depression, and on top of that, I was already OCD. So, September of 98. First baby girl was born. First child for me, period. Everything went great the first 3 years. Her mom and I split. I've seen the kid, I can count on both hands how many times I've seen my daughter since about 2000, 2001-ish, 2002 tops. So, kicks my depression off, get all sad, emotional roller coaster. Bipolar kicks in, Iron Man in 2.2 seconds. Why do I model? Puts me in a different world, man. Relieves me from all evil in my life and puts me in a whole different world. October of 2000, injured at work. Shoulder surgery, 3 back surgeries. Denied light duty, workman's comp, and fired all within 2 weeks. My insurance company made me file for a Social Security disability to get out of paying me. They approved me. I went from making $68,000 a year to $13,000 a year. Why do I model? Relieves the world of all evilness. Puts me in a whole different zone. Puts me in a whole different world. Why do I model? It's relaxing. It's exciting. Creative thinking. All this history class. It's a big history class for me. As of late, I've got bitten by the military bug. I have no desire to build an automobile whatsoever. I've been bitten by the military bug. I've been studying so much history on the kits that I've just purchased. It's like a history class. Such a relaxing environment. Makes me high on life. Other people choose drugs. I choose styrene. Gives me higher than a kite, high on life. YouTube community friends all over the world. Alex Modeling, Portugal. UK scale modeler. Lenny, my mate Lenny, Model Pro 72. Love the guy to death. One of my best friends on here. I consider him one of my best friends. The guy makes a sole video just for me to answer a question I ask him. I mean, he took the time out of his valuable schedule to do that for me. Why do I model? Perfect example. Friends all over the world. Takes my mind off everything and the evil, like I said, all the evil in my life. Lenny, Model Pro 72, Alex Modeling. Huge inspirations for aircraft. Love these guys. Storm 22 TPT, Norm LaJoy. Tanks. Steve Neal, Simon Merckx. Sci-Fi Models. Bad Grendels and BB. Bad Grendels and his daughter BB for Gundam models. The young girl makes Gundam models as good as anybody I've seen on here. You know, she's a child. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, Bad Grendels, I'm going to say 7 tops. You know, scale 1, scale 2 Gundam models. Love watching her work. And last but not least, Don Yost, Automobiles, and the huge main reason I ever got into modeling in the first place, Dr. Cranky. I ran onto one of his videos searching YouTube and like, man, I can do this. This looks so fun. Let me get into this. The whole reason I ever got into modeling, Dr. Cranky. So Storm, Norm, Lenny, Model Pro 72, Alex, Steve Neal, Simon Merckx, Don Yost, Dr. Cranky, Bad Grendels, and BB. Huge inspirations to why I model. I want to be able to produce kits like they do someday. Of course, it's family first. Wife, a stepdaughter, my own daughter, and I have 3 god kids. 2 daughters and a son. Love them like my own. My best friend and his wife. Why do I model? Releases me from all evil and puts me in a whole different world. So relaxing. Whether this little cockpit, this little piece of the cockpit I'm working on, this German Hensel that I got, giving me fits beyond belief. So frustrated I shaved my head. Can you tell? No, I'm joking. It's not the kit's fault. It's my fault. I can't assemble it right. You know, my fault. Makes me so mad. Put that away. Go to another part of the plane. Started sanding the fuselages. The second part of the cockpit. Look at that. Right in. Perfect. Yet this little piece right here gave me fits. It fits the same. I'm not doing it right. So I went to another part of the model and make it right and relieved me from all evil. Alright, other than that, I really don't have much to say, Aaron, but those are the main reasons I model. You know, just takes my mind off everything and releases me into a world of being high on life. Styrene smell. Love it. This kit's from the 70s. An Italeri kit from the 70s. My first aircraft ever, right here. Look how little that thing is. It's a kit. It's styrene. It gets me high on life, man. I love it. So, alright. I hope you understood my 8.5 minutes of mumble jumble on why I model. I hope it made sense to everybody and you can relate. I hope it's meaningful to someone. But that's why I model, Aaron. Thank you for proposing that question. It's an awesome question. So, on to some other things. Chevy cheeseburger in your 48-hour weekend build you have coming up August 30th. I'd love to participate, my friend, but unless it's a NASCAR build, like you said, that or a restoration, I can't participate unless it's NASCAR, unless you consider the stripping of the hood and the blue parts that I started on that Schrader build a restoration project. Then I can participate, but I don't have any kits that I can restore. I finished every one of them I started and got them to where I feel it was the best I could do at that time. So if it's the NASCAR build, I'm in, man. Galadito 1. Baby girl Eliana, so precious, man. So precious. Hoping you're enjoying being a dad, my friend. Every man should have to go through it. Styrene Junkie 73 in your group build in September, I'm in. Everybody, if you haven't checked out the new forum, International Scale Model, you have to do it. It's one of the best forums I've ever seen. Everybody was so welcoming and it was awesome. The new kits I bought, 172nd Academy P40B USA Tomahawk, 172nd Airfix North American P51 Mustang, 148 Supermarine Spitfire, 172nd Gloucester Gladiator, 172nd Artillery German Henschel HS-126, and 2 tanks, a 135th Trumpeter French 38 tank, and a 135th Tamiya Panzer Kampfwagen 2. So, everybody, thanks from the bottom of my heart for putting up with my mumble jumble. I have no how-tos, no techniques, just some completed builds. So I'm so glad you're all so welcoming, and I hope to someday get some tips and tricks and how-tos on. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the subscribers I have. I'm pushing 85 now, trying to reach that 100 mark. So if you like what you see, please pass the word on, rate, subscribe, comment. I try to get back to everybody that comments. So till then, till the next video, Cedarville 75 with Midnight the Ferocious Sissy coming to you from the Swamp Pit.